Hello everyone, this is Alu Merch, UX UI designer that combines free fields with websites, digital products, and branding. Usually my clients like to combine all of them because consistency is the key and resources are saved and time is quick. And it's quite strong expertise. I will share with you this. My branding teacher from back in times, he said, hey, you don't have to be specialized or, like we have specialization specifically like a vertical line or generalized, so to say horizontal line. You have to be V. You have to have the most important, and then you cascade, so to say, upwards or downwards, whatever graph you have, shoulder to shoulder, so to say, expertise. So I would say UX UI is my expertise as main, specifically digital products is something much more easy, let's say, for me with passion to work with. But websites require different thinking. Websites, unlike digital products are more about we already sold the product to the customer, so it's all about the experience of the product. But when you do websites, it's a sales, right? What is website? By the way, on LinkedIn, I had a good post. On LinkedIn, I said, hey, website is actually a newsletter, a newspaper, more to say, newspaper advertisement, but now it's digitalized and it made some kind of a unique, responsive, interactive experience. It's part of your branding if you think it's a massive part of your branding. And it's beautiful that it stays there. It is important, but sometimes another thing before we continue into this presentation, I have 3 interesting websites that I want to share with you that I'm impressed with. 2 of them will be interesting. They have 2 versions I recorded, and I'll show you old version that they had and new version that they had. That is why I'm making this record also, because to capture another version, I like to do that. If you check my Never Remark and Polestar evaluation of their websites and general branding, you maybe I'll put it here information. But the point is, when you check it, you will see I have 2 times recorded. I like to collect, I would say even Polestar had even 3rd version that I didn't record a video on, but I have it backed up. And I really like to do this because beautiful stuff can be lost, and they are great references. Thus, I want to present you this Haptic and also Unbound. And just in between them, there will be this Jesko Jets, which you probably saw somewhere if you're into the websites. Really interesting experience. Another thing that I want to say that before I go further, also I mentioned in the very remark video that I was evaluating. It is really important when you do websites, especially websites, I would say, not digital products, not branding. Branding and digital products, we don't go, it's hard to get to the extremes, no point. It has clarity. With websites, we can go extremes. We can make so interactive websites. And imagine you have a spectrum of line, let's say this pencil. You have a spectrum of line. One side of where you can go and be professional in websites or seek professional in websites is that they do. Maybe you as a client, let's say for my side, and maybe you just doing your business, you think you will need a website that is crazy interactive, right? This one side. Another side is like simple as you can get it. And I would say seek a balance because extremes, I will say you like example, Nevada Remark, electromobile sport car, if you check their website. Some websites are really, and Polestar, for example, it gets the balance really well, by the way, if you check the website. The point is, you don't want to overwhelm for a couple of reasons. One, you need to respect optimization of not every device can be, let's say, handle the complexity that you create. 1, 2, it must be mobile friendly. And if you go and check, let's say, Nevada Remark, mobile device is well respected, but it's not going to be similar, let's say, experiences you'll get on a desktop. 1, 2, it takes more resources for you, especially when you update. Check Polestar website. 3rd ISO version, that probably more have been before. And they simplify the process, but they have great touch. They have unique. I like them. Check them out. They had balance because they have cool, interactive, stylish brand. They really did everything. Branding, website, digital product is not, but the product itself as a car is amazing. So they have consistency across all these points. And that's what I'm standing for. I like that to my nature. So Polestar did it well. They have unique touch and experience if you go to their Polestar 5, I think. But Nevada Remark did extreme to the degree. And the point is, Nevada Remark didn't update it much. They integrated new car, let's say. But the problem is and actually new car, if you check, I actually have that record. It's simplified version of the website as an addition. And that's the point. When you complicate things, and even Polestar 3rd version, if we go backwards, have a complex version of the website. It takes resources. It takes resources for you for what sake? Especially if you have continuous growth and play in a business, it doesn't have a point. It's a waste of resources. Thus, Polestar make a proper step and never remark. I'm talking about automobiles, for example, here. It can be any other field. Go balance. Don't waste your resources. Another extreme I will tell you before I'll continue. I started to share with you quite insights here. So other extreme, I know one guy who sells his services really well. It's just the website black and white. I kid you not. He captured my attention. I'll tell you why. Because the messaging that he conveys over the website captures my attention as the customer, as a target audience. He knows his target audience so well, and he conveys message storytelling so well that he speaks to my pain. He speaks to him being only one X factor in the market as the gain for me, and he takes me to the CTA smoothly, effectively, just with black and white website, with text, with testimonials to prove that he is good, with his photo also to prove that this is person. He did everything in accordance to the content strategy. That's another thing. You can go as simple as you can to the content strategy, but you need to understand really well, have a research on customer, understand what you do, and build the content strategy well, not as yourself, but find someone who's professional, because you need someone outside of your mind to express that. That's what I wanted to share with you. That's why I like these two. I will show you these two, Haptic and Unbound. Their website is professional, high-level results of the website that you will see, and they not complex. That's what I'm standing for. Respecting resources, respecting continuous growth in time-wise, and conveying the content strategy. And it's working with, from my side, is with you as a business maker or anything that you do, to help you to actually understand how to use your resources right and make the website to serve your business accordingly with when. Let's go into this. So let's refresh. I will show you old version after the new version. Actually, let's do this. Let me show you old version. Recording here audio. So I recorded here. I have collection, you can see, and I have actually video. Let me see. So you have Haptic desktop, and let me play it. Look, they have this website, and I'll just let it play to speak for itself, and then I'll show you in the new one. And I want to record and present that. Check this out. I'm playing with that. What I'm doing, I'm testing. They did this kind of, think about it. It's a mobile device and desktop, and it is kind of digital product friendly, even I would say. It feels like digital product itself to the degree. It's just one page. You don't need to complicate things. And I'm testing, clicking here. Let me see. It'll be too long. The whole thing for them is just to contact them. Let me see what else I have. It was a long time ago. I'm testing fonts and everything. Let me scroll through. They show case studies, so you scroll through and you just check their case studies. That's the whole thing you want. You need simplified small fonts, really professional looking, and good to show good work they did. Their work looks professional, well selected. They did a really great branding and consistency between, and also aesthetics that they present. Really like this sliding out thing. Something I did back in times for my own website, which I don't have. My website at the moment, I don't need it. But I will be updating at some point, I think, once I'm back into this more. But the point is, I did something similar when it slides out and you have this kind of brand web and all that stuff. Let's see. So anyways, I'm just for myself recording the whole thing. Really well done. I will not go into the depth. I'm just checking different case studies that they have as a record. Really cool that I did it, because we'll see the new website. So this was case studies. That's the whole thing. They have this unique element as the branding element, beautiful color selection that they have, and they show themselves as two speaking on the video, so you can check them out. This is really strong because it generates trustworthiness, and brands also gives you the same feeling. But I think those brands sometimes doesn't speak much. Beautiful pink color, beautiful effects, simple as that. Maybe a little bit too much. You can even go less than that, but so smooth, so clear, not complicated. Really cool that they have those 3 tiers of choosing, and it's really standing out of memorable identification by color, but icon, so you know what you're talking about in this monthly subscription. I kind of feel like I'm selling these guys, because they actually, I should say, they're competitors to me. In fact, I even tried to reach out to guys, but that didn't work. That's okay. But I like what they did, you know? So that's the desktop. And then you have the mobile version, which I will not go into deeper. Feel free to check it out, the new version, but not the old one. Anyways, let's go into the new one for them. I like the new version even more, I must say. I think they dropped the color code, but what I like, let me refresh, it just comes like that. It's professional, clean to the point, mobile friendly, so well done. The hierarchy, the combination between the text and the button, look, the small details. I love this. It takes time, I kid you not. I know from my expertise, and I'm a decade into this. When I do these things, you just play with them, experiment, and it really takes you time, not only to do branding, not only to do the website responsive, from wireframes, content strategy to visuals, but also into the coding. And when you check on the bigger screen, smaller screens, mobile version, of course you have to have your system, but it's amazing to see how they did it. There's book a call. That's it. It's simple. Check this out. There's no loading, no nothing. You know, you need to do this impressive, crazy stuff. It's really effective. It's simple, you know, but it's pleasant. It's so cool. I don't know what it's showing here much, but it's still effective. The feeling of immersive experience here. AI new case study, 1 slot left for April. Really cool. I have for my own new website, something like that is news. And you can see the different timing, New York, London. Really cool, really clever, really clever. Pricing work. I think that will slide us down. Okay. This manual is really clean, so it hides. When you hear, that's the problem. That's the only thing that the text over the text, that's the problem. Most do the same mistake, so they should have done the white background for this menu. It's not that crucial, but it would make them even better in professional thought. But check this out: they did the black to white effect. When I scroll over the image, it becomes white. But the text over text is not a really good idea. Nevertheless, it's a small detail. It's not a big deal. So I'm not going to go deeper into everything being explored. Services, they position them here. Introduction, that text goes with me. I would say that text should need maybe appear maybe earlier. But again, I would say this, see, it's appearing. You can't. It's really hard to make it precise because there's a bigger screen, smaller screen, and you just try. You have to eyeball or have some code knowledge in order to make it precise, so different breaking points. And that's the crazy thing with this world that we live in. Another thing that is I'm enjoying to evaluate is that I want to liberate us from the canvas liberations of screen sizes. And I think augmented reality will help us with that, to do the infinite canvas, because we're actually constraining our mind into the boxes, and we have to respect every size of these things. Anyways, there's something behind on my ideas for the future. So our work really clear, clean. I like this kind of Apple look and feel on boxes. I like the simplicity, the sizing, our work, really well thought. And this thing is glass, or kind of, it's glassy, really good. Doesn't bother us. It's clear to read what is on top of that. Beautiful. And I will not be checking those cases. Maybe we'll enter one, but it's really beautiful. They give icon to each, the title and some kind of descriptive. Grow for climate-driven founders. Really cool. Kind of thing. On these, probably they want to put top main, coming soon. Probably. Hey, here you go. So coming soon. I don't know why it's not on top, but it's okay. Coming soon takes 2 slots. These also coming soon. They're working really well. They have some stuff happening. I don't know why they're taking the double size. Maybe there's something more important, but yeah. So, and then client testimonials. I like this. Look, it's already respecting the mobile version, and it's so good, so simple. They even give an icon for the brand probably that this person stands for as a co-founder. Really clever, really simple as the accordion, and clear. I like it. Even photography is well presented. Though, if you think this guy actually was the founder of Haptic, well, he was on Haptic, so that's a little bit suspicious. It's okay, but that's what happens. Sometimes be cautious. All these testimonials can be not real or friend supported, partner supported. That's all cool. It gives the weight. That's what you should be doing in order to increase trustworthiness, but also be real and collect the truth. And that's actually icon. Check this out. I see this icon and I know that it was presented here on top. This one. Really cool. Testimonials pricing. Okay, you saw the previous version. It was more like a triple color. This is more compact now, less text, and bespoke. Really interesting, really clean, really beautiful. But I would say I like the previous version of the website where they had different colors of those. Or maybe they have kind of similar POA. Enterprise, so maybe it's the same but kind of special version, so that maybe explains the same iconography, tactile and immersive. It's interesting, really clean. Check this out, right? Don't you think? Like a color selection, bullet points, the text size, the font selection, the pricing. They had a good attention, good branding, good content strategy, good website. Haptic. Yeah, I would say previous version was impressive with the color code selection also, but this one is, I would say, is the next level that they have. That's all. That's all they need to do is to call you to action. You can subscribe, but also you can contact them, book a call. That's all. I like the simplicity. Sometimes other creative agencies, I don't know, I guess they creative agency, they relatively my competitors. Let me see. Product strategy, okay, UX, UI, mine, website, these things I do, brand identity, design systems. That will be my package marketing support. Yeah, this is my collection that I would be doing. So you could say the competitors, but I don't care. They did a great job. It's a great to partner, great to demonstrate what they do, and I really like what they did. So it's all about booking the call and case study. We can try one case study. Let's see. Let's go to this first one. good smooth transition, and we feel like we on the same page. And it's really good. It's really good. Um, Motion web, really good point. Small text, impressive. Even they did this thing, you didn't do that. Beautiful photography. It's a good branding. You see, and these really good mockups, familiar for me. Good work. Good job. This is the branding. And we've seen branding, product, web, motion. Really good job. So familiar. I haven't yet released a work that I did for Luma Art, really interesting project, and Formula Media. That will also something I'll be releasing as a website where I played with 3D integration of spline, and also this interesting GSAP interactions was really fun. Yeah, I know these mockups, and it was interesting. Well done, good job. I would say these days branding can be really hard to nail, so to say, in respect to being unique in the market, because limitation of colors, the number of colors, the number of geometry, and the further we go in time, I'm curious, the more harder I think it will be to make it unique brand, because everything is almost taken. So be aware. It's really important to choose right professional for the branding website and digital products to get a unique thing. If you use AI or use Fiverr or anything like that, you will be surprised. I kid you not. I'll tell you this. I'll share with you something interesting here while I'm here. I went to the tech speech in Barcelona. I'm in Barcelona, and the organization that did the speech, that they do those speeches, and I think they recruitment tech recruiters, deep tech. I remembered, and then at the same time, I had a potential client who is focused on AI product, and then the speaker of that event was into also kind of, I think, medical AI product. And all of them, it's my eye profession. I look at this. All of them have almost the same logo, maybe different colors. Two of them have almost the same color, green. The other one is pink. But logo is this, blobby kind of thing. And the website is also so familiar. And I'm impressed. Think about it. Just being in Barcelona, I saw free at the same time. Had free. One is Norway, a potential customer. Free points, nodes of having basically same almost brand that will make them not recognizable. So be aware, don't replicate, don't take AI offers. AI is so compelling, cool, but be aware that you're not only one who is using it. There is a pattern there. So be alert. I think it's not yet ready there. So anyways, let's go into the I can check mobile. Let's quickly inspect. Let's see what I can do here. iPhone SE smallest. Let's go to the iPhone 14 Pro. That's the beauty. Okay, they even did the text, really beautiful. That's the beauty of this. See, it's a balance. It's not overwhelmed complexity, and it's not really simple too much. It's a balance. So it's also friendly with the devices, so it's easy to build, and it's not really crazy stuff happening here. So it's also optimal to, you see, as I mentioned, this is really mobile friendly right away. Really good, really simple. That's all you need, actually. It's easy to build. I mean, it does take time. The time is not to build. The time is to do the right, consistent content strategy, business, customer, and competition respective results, plus website. And if you have digital product, also will be interesting. So let's go into the next project. I will do this one, and this one I don't have, old version. I think they didn't have it, but I just want to give you another something in between those two that I want to show. The impressive thing is that you scroll in. Really unusual. I will not be checking everything, but I like this. We love these experiences. They become more famous and famous. It's shocking you. It's, let's say, disrupting the monotony or expected pattern, and it becomes really unique. That you go into the sky, it gives you storytelling. You see even text. Oof, you just want to scroll up and down. That's beautiful. Again, it's easy to do. Of course, it's a quality. I would love to have better quality of imagery, but again, I know how important it is to simplify, because optimization and loading is important. So you need to always find balance between optimal responsiveness and the experience. Good text. It feels like really well over the sky. That's interesting thing. So scroll and check it out. Also, Polestar have the same Polestar 5 car. Beautiful way they do when you scroll and they demonstrate the car. Something like that also. Look how color changes. Really unique. It does take time. Think about it. I wonder how that looks like. And we'll check on the phone. I like to check these days on the phone, because we can castrate the experience. Look, it even flies over the text, and then we zoom out. This is quite work to be done. This is, it's quite a unique. Oh, check this out. Like I haven't have tried to do something like that. I have played with zoomed in and exposure of text on reveal and 3D model responsiveness when you scroll. So I know how to build it, but I'm curious, you know, and text also changes. It's interesting. So you scroll and they have to disappear, then you have to overlap this image to appear. That is precision. It's impressive. Of course, you could improve. It's not really the same size, but it's crazy job. You don't have to. It's already impressive. Really good effect. Beautiful. Some sort of pattern even can be done. Fly anywhere. So impressive. 5K flights with globes appearing. That is unique. Unique. It's impressive. Book the flight. Who wouldn't? I think it's created as I don't think it's real or it's real. I don't know. It's great. It's great if it's real or it's just a project kind of who did a simulation, or maybe it is real. Really impressive, I would say. That's the thing. Don't overwhelm too much on the website when you do such complexity. So play with that interactiveness, but don't overwhelm so much information to scroll through. I think that was interesting. Let's go to the next one. Unbound. This is interesting also. I will show you the old version first, and new one. Old one was kind of announcing that they will be releasing soon. And I will share with you some stuff. This is branding also more oriented. Really beautiful, by the way, how they did it. A good logo, by the way. Let's see. Let's go into this. I have it here. Unbound desktop. Look what they had. I have like 3 minutes. Okay. Beautiful video, effective. I like that it's simple. Good font, professional. You want professional, trustworthy design and branding. Beautiful brand, recognizable, though relatively. These so many these icons that it's hard to become different. So be aware what logos you do for branding, but it's really good. As the first, I would say this. In a branding, really clean, beautiful website. But then I think I checked their social media, like LinkedIn, and it felt like this, let's say, inconsistency. And generally, I didn't understood from the website this is about workout or health, or I will check it out. I'm still confused what they do. Yeah, health check, the modern health check. So branding is great done, but what I noticed is that I'm checking some privacy policy and all this stuff, fonts and everything. I'm curious, always learning. But what I noticed that like when you scroll for the website, I felt like it was not clear for me in the beginning that it's about health. So I thought it's something else. So I was curious anyways. The professional presentation got me curious, so I collected them. But yeah, it's the branding was, and it's kind of coming soon, I think, version. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's well done. I like the professional look and feel and branding direction, but I would say the logo doesn't clarify that it's health oriented or anything like that. And even videography doesn't say that with the horses. That was strange. I think better show some sport more. Yeah. So even though it's beautiful, show more sport. In the mobile version also, I think I will go shortly. Yeah, I'll not be checking, but logo is really good. So let's go to the new one. They launched. Let me refresh. Also, not a big of a deal. No one does this loading. You can do that, but it's not a big of a deal. Okay, beautiful. Coming soon. Yeah. Good menu, good style, good glass effect, good button colors, good videography. Now it's more. I like that this shows more health. Maybe they actually had the feedback inside of their organization as well. Now we see the health-oriented kind of product right away. And good quality video. That also a media asset to build. Really important. I kid you not, another thing. Assets, photography, videography is the key. That's something to invest, and it's important because what you value in your business and website, it's important. You want to, we need to understand how to serve your business when you do these things. If you want just some kind of simple thing, it might not serve your business. You'll waste your resources. So it's important to understand how to go about it. Anyways, get started. Really good that we see the same branding style. Right away, trustworthiness. What you get, I like this one. That's why I'm recording this. I am, by the way, no gradient. Also, I love gradients, but I know how not complex, but gradients can complicate things. And especially when I'm recording also videos, when I show gradients pixelated on YouTube can be. So I'm kind of thinking, yeah, better just solid color sometimes. Connect the dots, really beautiful. I am impressed with this infographic simplicity, and we'll check on the phone. I hope it's also that responsive and beautiful colors. And these, you hover over, this is really well done. I had opportunity to build something with graphics and interactiveness like that. I think what was that? I don't remember the name of the brand, but yeah, pretty well done. Color code and then these circles, good idea that this is what they do. It speaks, it communicates, it clarifies, it's aesthetical, it's pleasant to interact with, is well thought and professional. I am impressed. Musculoskeletal strength and mobility. Then we have mental well-being, health biomarkers, and cardiovascular fitness. I'm reading around circles when I can read it here easily. Cardiovascular fitness. Well, it's kind of similar. By the way, something you know about me in the past. I wrote in 2014 a book about nutrition. In 2016, I wrote about physiology. In 2018, I kind of started about anatomy, and then I started to go into the working out and gym. And I kind of left it there, and I'll continue with those interesting books. I love to understand how body, mind, soul, and human behavior works. So when I see this, I'm so much deeply into the detail, familiar with this subject. Health biomarkers, cardiovascular fitness, mental well-being is a different category. Musculoskeletal strength and mobility, I would say these kind of similarity, but the brain is kind of its own different category. But it's well done. I like colors. I like the idea. Impressive. Just I stayed on this one for such a long time. Again, simple website, don't go too much. Well, I'll tell you this, I don't think my content strategy and copywriting is important for you if you are building your business for the websites instead of doing yourself, because we tend to fall in love with our brand, with our business. And when you're just starting as a startup, you will want to put so much information that it will discourage users with their attention span being short to read. They will not be interested to read. It's important to have someone else doing that. And you can see how concise, to the point, simple, short, interactive content we see here, and it's not overwhelming. The problem is we want to put everything and then we discourage everything. It's killing the point. How it works, to the point, really good, beautiful, easy to read. We'll see on the mobile how it looks like. Your personal health companion. Okay, professional. Get started. Beautiful. Can I click here? Could be good, to have better clicking. I guess it's shifting on its own, but like somewhere, or just clicking on the whole thing could help, because like to hit this thing with my click on the phone, I'm curious what we have there, but it goes on its own. So that's the thing. Okay. Clinical product strategy. Look, we're actually halfway through, so I feel like it's becoming too long to the degree. Okay, professionals, trustworthiness. Okay, advisor companies. Why Unbound? Really good thing. Competitive marketplace. Comparison is the key. They know their market, or just as categories, I guess. Yeah. Full body scans. Really cool. Why they're different? Yeah, it's amazing. This is really important. Well done. Community. Don't go it alone. Yeah. Good step. But community, I would say this. It's another thing. Your brand, it's always a hard thing between delivering high quality brand and then executing on that in real life. Be cautious, because I see the whole brand being clean, professional, high level. And then when we see community, makes sense. Maybe I don't know something here from the marketing, but community looks a little bit underground. And it's a kind of contrast, what kind of target audience you actually are having. So be alert, and either I'm not really knowing, maybe they have metrics really well, that is what works, or actually I'm right, and maybe indeed the brand that is delivered is hard to keep up to that level, and this can look like underground, so be cautious. Maybe they wanted to look like underground, but the branding ended up high level, professional, clean. So it's also something, I don't know what happened there, but I noticed that. Maybe I'm wrong, but they know better. Find out more. Really, really clean, really good. Yeah, beautiful. The image could be something else. It doesn't speak much. So again, it's confusing me. It's not about health, but overall, I'm impressed. Really good branding, and social media accounts should fit that. What do you get? Okay, the scrolling, and that's it. Yeah, manifesto. Let's go into the mobile. I do need to check it. I'm curious myself. So let's see. Yeah, this goes stacking like that. Good. You can click. It doesn't matter. You can click here. Yeah, you see, it is good. But again, a mobile version always limits us to give this unusual one-screen experience. And here it can be, in this size mobile device. But I don't want to be harsh, because iPhone SE is the smallest, and this is the most enemy to make it well responsive. But here, this is not going to fit, and it's okay. It will go up and down, up and down, up and down if you want to interact with the element. It's the inevitable. This is life. of the website, many sizes of screens. Really well packed, clear. I understand they cut it out. Makes sense. Doesn't show everything, but they cut it out. Testimonials here, like I can click, okay, if I click this, if I slide, no, I would say, hey, it's okay, it's automated, but it'll be good to improve that. Good, they fit here. I wonder how they fit also on iPhone SE. They fit, they're good. They did it. Again, it's not the best, but who cares? SE is not many users, so it's usually a second phone that people have in a business. This is where you go. I like this. Also, infographics, funny thing. This is complexity for the phone. Now it's scrollable like that. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do. It's good that it's peeking out, so it's clear that you can scroll. It's not the best experience, but nothing you can do. That's what we can do. It's crazy. That's what I say, like I'm looking for augmented reality novel, canvas unlimited approach, because these screens are too much conditioning our minds into and this profession is really challenged with great experiences. And again, in the end of the day, if you think about it, it's all advertisement, newspaper advertisement in a digital format that is trying to impress as best as they can on brand in order to attract attention, to be honest, and speak clearly, convey what is this all about on values, pain, gain. That's what you're here doing. It's marketing. It's marketing on brand, and basically, it's crazy. So that's all I wanted to show you. It's really exciting. I'm really happy to share this. I'm really happy to register this. It's important for me, and I think it was valuable for you. Check them out, Unbound and Haptic. Haptic is kind of competitors to me, if you think about it, but it's easy to build what they do. It's not that hard, and this one also not that hard to build. Assets is really important. And generally, you can go as crazy as complex, which I don't recommend, and as simple as you can. Also, you can go actually even look professional. But that requires you to know really well your target, really well competition, and have some testimonials and be able to convey right content strategy and copy. That's all, guys. Thank you so much for your attention. This was Eli Merch with you, and have a good day. Take care.